Hi, April.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm great. I am still thinking about the wonderful lessons you taught me about parent-teacher conferences last week.
They were pretty exciting.
Spot on. I even wore my boring Christopher Lehman tie this morning.
And that's great. I'm glad you're taking those lessons to heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to talk to you some more about parent-teacher conferences.
Yeah, I think, we can kind of run through how you should run one. And I thought a great way to run parent-teacher conferences is to do the Excel model.
From Capturing Kids' Hearts?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh my goodness, I love the Excel model. But how would I use it in a parent-teacher conference setting?
What a great question. I think we can spend the next few minutes going over that.
How about I walk you through what the Excel model is that I've memorized, and each step you tell me what we should do.
Sounds great.
Engage! So how would I engage a parent?
Well, are you going to take notes?
I am, of course.
Okay, that's a good idea. So when you engage a parent, that's after you welcome them. That's a great notes, Paul. And that's when you kind of say, I'm happy you're here. Do you have any questions for me? Kind of just get the ball rolling, get them to feel comfortable with you being in the classroom, and let them know that you're there to help them out with their child.
Kind of like what we did last week.
Right. Sounds great. Do you know what the next letter is?
Of course. Explore! So when we explore in our classroom, we do good things. How would that look when we're talking to parents?
That would look pretty much the same thing. When you're doing good things, when you're doing Explore in parent-teacher conferences, a good rule of thumb is start with something good that the child's doing. Even those kids, you can't think of anything good to say. Think of something. So if you really don't think you're going to be able to think of something off the top of your head, make a list first. That way the parent knows that you found something good in their child and you want to share that with them. And you're excited to share that. And that starts the conference off on a good note.
Love it.
So do good things.
Yeah, I'm ready for the next one.
Okay.
Communicate.
So the next one is obviously communicate.
Great. So you've welcomed them in. You've told them some good things about their kid. This is where you really get to the meat of your conversation. What is their kid struggling with? What can they do at home? What concerns do they have? And this is where you get to talk and communicate with the parents and the students about what they need to do moving forward.
So I shouldn't just talk at the parent. I should incorporate their feedback in as well.
Yeah. And this is where you go over the report card, what standards they're struggling with, what standards they're excelling at, and maybe how to extend their child's learning or things to do at home.
Awesome. So now we're on to the second to last one.
We are. Look how fast that's going.
Empower! How do we go about empowering parents?
So that's really putting some power into your parents' hands, and how can they really help your kid and feel that they're part of their kid's education. So if you let's say, for example, the kid is struggling with comprehension at home, give them some strategies, or maybe you've printed off some questions for them to ask their kid after they read together at home. If they're struggling with math, give them some online resources or other things that they can do at home.
Wow!
Yeah!
Launch! That's all well and good, April, but how are we going to launch our parent-teacher conferences?
So you've gone through all these steps. You've had maybe some difficult conversations, maybe some great conversations, but now it's time to end the conference on a good note. So you want to think of something else good about that child to say. Yes, for some of our students it might be kind of hard, but you need to think of something else good to say. Just like a good thing, end the conference on a positive note.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, April. I feel much more prepared to go into parent-teacher conferences.
Good, and I can see you took some great notes.
I did. I'm very good at note-taking.